Hi there, this video is about ipCamControl-Lite version 3.0, all about the new features and the new aspect of the app. So let's run through what's new. First of all, we've got a new icon for the app, a bit more shiny, and a new startup image. Alright, so here we added support for eight cameras now, so you can set up 8 custom cameras in the app, and you can switch between them. The camera stores the details within the phone memory, so it's easy to connect to any of them anytime. Alright, so as you can probably notice, most of the buttons are new, a bit better looking this time, and a bit fresher. So let's talk about this brush here that we've got just in the middle here. So what that does, when you tap on it, the app colors change. This color scheme will be stored in your phone, and the app will know to display this color scheme when you open the app again, so it will be as a default theme. So let's see what's new. So we go here. Okay, now we've got, these are all the same, these buttons here, but what's new about it, I've added this little icon here, a synchronization button. What happens when we press that one, the camera, the app communicates with your camera, finds out what setup it's currently on, as in what resolution, what state of the image, as in is it flipped, is it mirrored, is it flipped and mirrored, or is just on default, and updates the buttons so you know exactly where you're at, what your camera's set up as. So let's do that. Okay, so this camera right now is on 640 by 480. It's set up for outdoor, as it's installed outdoor. It's on flip and mirror, as it's installed on the ceiling upside down, so you need to flip and mirror the image to get it to reflect the reality. And then it's on fast maximum frame rate. Next, we've got a few options here. 3 of them are the same, but I've added another one. So what we've got here is motion detection on and motion detection off. So what that happens when we turn it on, when the camera detects motion, it takes a few shots and sends you an email with the shots that is taken, and you can turn it off. Now this has to be set up in the software that came with your IP camera, so you enter all your email addresses, that where the images should be sent from which email and to which email, and then you can activate it and deactivate it whenever you like later after that. Some cameras have the capability to detect sound, so this applies for these cameras that have that option. By turning that on, when the camera detects sounds, which I would only use that for indoor. You go in a whole day and there's no cats or no pets inside that might make noises, then you can activate the sound. And if the camera detects a sound, obviously the same thing happens. We'll take a few shots and send you an email with it, and that's how you deactivate it. Deactivate it by pressing the sound detector off. Next off, we've got infrared on, auto, or off. Obviously what it does, turns the infrared on and off, or auto. Now the auto function, it's only for some cameras. I also added support to more full-scale models to turn the infrared on and off. in this update. Next one is alarm motion on, alarm motion off. So what that is some cameras have a port at the back, an input where you can connect your home alarm system to your camera. When the camera detects motion, it will activate your home alarm. So opens the port where the connection with the alarm. So just be mindful if you use that, because you don't want to set off your home alarm if you have your camera installed outdoor, as is very the firmware with all these IP cameras, they buggy, and just the cloud over in front of the sun, and that will, the cameras generally think it's been some motion happening. So you don't want to set off the home alarm for every cloud that it comes around. So that's it about this one. Next off, we've got the camera, the image setup screen. So what we've got, again, we've got the motion speed, we've got the, as before, we've got the brightness and the contrast. Now, same as the two screens before, we've got the synchronization button there. Again, if you hit that, the brightness and contrast will reflect your actual brightness and contrast that is set up right now on your camera. So then you can adjust from the brightness and the brightness. Okay. Next off, what else I've done, the reboot button. Now when we hit it, asks you to confirm the action to cancel or reboot. That's to avoid pressing it by mistake. So let's say you want to synchronize the settings, but you hit the reboot, you don't want the camera to reboot by mistake. So that's just to confirm your action there. So that's what's new about the navigation here. Next we've got this icon here, which is the multi-view screen. If we tap on that, the camera, it's the multi-view screen now, as you notice, is in full screen. You see all 8 cameras at the same time, and if you can notice the background and the bar at the top, they all take the color of the theme scheme that you've picked. Now what we've also done is, when we rotate this in landscape mode, all the camera views, they rearrange to fill the screen by 3. So yeah, it's just a better look, and we can fit them all on one screen. Next up, we've got the setup screen, just here, new icon again. So we go on that one, and this is how the setup screen looks like right now. So we've got the camera name, address. Again, I mention this all the time, don't forget to use the protocol http:// and your IP address after that, otherwise the camera won't work. Next option, that's something new, again requested by many users, to have the option to invert the right and left controls and up and down. So when we swipe right, the camera to go right, and swipe left, camera goes left, and so on. If the camera is installed right up or upside down, then by adjusting these controls here, whenever you swipe, will go in the direction you want to. Now we've got an option to select what type of camera you have, this is another new feature. So we've got the full cam, easy and neo cam, Maginon, Tom Top, 10 vis, one cam, one view, a clone, just a general clone, and H264. So that's all what it is. We've got all 8 cameras here. When you're done, just go back. Let's change this one to home cam. So we go back, the button changes automatically, hit refresh, and here we go, that's the name there, home cam. As before, slide, camera moves. Now if you notice a little tricky little animation on the bottom left of the screen, shows that your camera is actually moving, and disappears when you finish with it. So back to setup screen, so that's where you set up all your cameras here, and we've got an I button and the info button. This takes you to the support page, where you find out all the details about the new features coming up, or just general support, previous versions, just about the camera and how to set up all the cameras. And if you do have more doubts and you need more help, then we've got this envelope button at the top right, sorry, where tap on that and you can send me an email from there. Okay, well, that's pretty much it, guys. Again, we've got the full screen landscape mode. Is now 100% full screen. Whatever the camera sees, that's what you see on it, and you can move it from here. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks for the large amounts of downloads so far. It's a free version, this one, so it doesn't cost a cent. Just download it, use it, and you might want to just say thank you through the support page, and yep, that's all what it is about this version. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the great feedback you left me, and as you noticed, most of your requests, if not all, have been implemented, and I hope you enjoyed. That's your request, is your app, so make it yours, make your own, create your own theme, whatever theme you like, and enjoy using the app. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Cheers.